Also, shout out to Defas. They hooked.
Yo, that's a segue from hell. Shout out to Defas.
Speaking of jail,
That was a segue.
No, Defas nobody.
That was a segue.
pod experts, yo, don't even know when we're doing it. Man. Holy shit.
That was a segue. Yeah, and this segment brought to you by Defas.
You know what I'm
Step
saying?
on the line in jail and get our Defas.
You know what I mean? And then you can come home and then catch a nice hoodie.
Defas and our hoodies and a hat.
You know what I mean? Hit them up on Instagram. Same name.
That was
all spelled
hilarious.
exactly how it said on my gear.
That was hilarious, Friday.
Let's get into a news story before we get to some of the music here. We're reopening.
So them say.
What y'all think about that?
Yo, man, I trust them boy they in politics.
hold on.
Don't trust them.
So we're
crackers
reopening,
over
but
there.
we're still thing, no?
In the red zone or whatever.
We're in the red zone, Toronto, I think.
But we're reopening, but at the same time that we're still on a stay-at-home thing, though.
No, they're trying to extend that stay-at-home order. It's the doctors, them. They feel, say, yo, oh shit, they can feel the writing on the wall. People are starting to say, you know what? I'm over this. I'm done with this. Like, yo,
Yeah.
the way shit's going right now, me get it. That's how some people feel. Oh yeah,
That's how a lot of people feel, especially in like certain regions.
that's what I'm saying.
They're
bro.
like,
I'm
fuck
not-
it.
You know, like if we get it, we get it. That's the vibe. Like, and then they want to say this. Oh, I seen this thing on the news about black community is 24% of the people that are getting sick, but we're only 9% of the population, and blah blah blah. Like, yo, I don't know how they make up these numbers, yo.
When did we become so important to get the vaccine and getting stuff too? I never knew we were that important.
Because if we don't get it, no one else wants to get it.
Mm.
We're the stepping stone. Plus they have to convince
create
us.
the cool.
Remember, they've done fucking so much fuckery to Native people, black people, that they, that the government won't do that to you. They won't give you nothing like that. They won't give you syphilis. They won't give you tuberculosis.
Yeah.
They won't give you smallpox blankets. No, none of that stuff.
The experiments.
The Tuskegee Experiment.
Tuskegee, that's syphilis. That's the syphilis. That's one of the syphilis.
Yeah, so they gave a bunch of guys
Black
like
men, not guys. A bunch of
black
black
men vaccines that were like what do you call those things? It's a specific word.
Syphilis.
No, but it was.
You're saying like they're already tainted kind of thing.
No, there wasn't. It wasn't an actual vaccine. It was.
They gave it to them like, yo, it's a test. Like, here, let's see how they can survive with this thing. What's the fallout?
Let me pull it up here.
What's the fallout? Who's dying? Who's living?
Placebo. I thought they gave them placebos.
No, that's what they want. They think some people probably got placebo and some got the real deal.
Man, I know about them where they're placebo and placenta. Man, I know about them.
Okay.
Completely different things.
So a placebo is basically the fake pill.
It's a fake out.
Right? So like in the
Finsta.
It's kind of like, okay, birth control pills, they'll have their 30 pills and one is a placebo just so they can take it to keep them on track. To make sure that they take their next one, which is a real one.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So fake drugs, basically. Tuskegee.
Airman. Yep.
I know I'm spelling it wrong, but maybe Google could help me out here.
Hold on, you're gonna take 2 seconds while you find that?
Yeah, go.
Yo, really quick, while we're doing the shout outs too. Shout out all the Indian farmers that are going through their stuff too, fam. Because like
Facto.
I've been seeing it, but like I guess we're not too into the hype, or not even into the hype. We just don't know what's going on too much. So I would like some people to inform me to what's going on. Like,
so basically, what's going on is in India, the government is basically like trying to make it so the farmers, it's harder for you to be an independent farmer. Like everything they're doing is benefiting big corporations. Like right now, just so I don't know if people know this, but one of the biggest farm owners in the United States of America is Bill Gates. Wow. He owns over almost 3,000 acres of fucking farmland. Okay? So just know in your heart, can't trust them boy over there.
So and big up like
Sonny Martin,
Roadrunner, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
these guys that are actually like bringing light to it and stuff
he
like
put it in
that.
his video.
Yeah. We need more stuff like that because we don't, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of Indian. Toronto's multicultural, so we need a lot more people like that to shine light on stuff that's going on around the world. So I like that. And big up all the Indian farmer them.
Yeah, man. Shout out all the brown boys out there,
they've
man.
been like camping out, protesting. Like it's been going on for well over a month.
Yeah.
And
I heard Rihanna even posted to help them out, like spreading the word.
Bad gal Riri. That's dope. Okay, I found the Tuskegee Experiment thing here. Okay, so this is from the McGill. Shout out McGill, L'Oreal. So it's from their .com here, their history thing, McGill.ca. So 40 years of human experimentation in America, the Tuskegee study. So starting in 1932, 600 African-American men from Macon County, Alabama, were enlisted to partake in a scientific experiment on syphilis. The Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male was conducted by the United States Public Health Service and involved blood tests, x-rays, and spinal taps and autopsies of the subjects. The goal was to observe the natural history of untreated syphilis in the black population, but the subjects were unaware of this and were simply told that they were receiving treatment for bad blood. Actually, they received no treatment at all. Even after penicillin was discovered as a safe and reliable cure for syphilis, the majority of men did not receive it.
Idiot thing.
So they told them they were giving them a cure for just something else. You know what I mean? They put them in a syphilis experiment and didn't even give them the syphilis shit.
No, didn't give them the antidote. They gave them syphilis and let them go home, have sex with their wives, pass it on to their wives, send it down to their children, all in the effects to see what happens to the black man and the black woman. And generational effects over syphilis and all of that shit. Yeah. And, to the natives, it was smallpox blankets. So just know yourself. The government ain't easy.
Yeah, to bring it full circle to where we're going, where we are now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, even worse, Gaddafi, they don't kill off Gaddafi, bro. I seen a clip today, the man was talking about it in 2009. The man said, soon in the future, there's going to be viruses all over the place. Man-made viruses, and they're being made by this fucking CIA, the intelligence agencies and all of this shit the man is saying.
That's what Gaddafi was saying?
Gaddafi was saying. And remember, Gaddafi got killed, or he died, whatever.
Like back in the 90s, no?
No, 2009 or 2008 or whatever. They killed him, or 2000 something. It was in the 2000s he was killed. Yeah. He made a state. I got to look at my phone. But the man was saying basically, vaccines and all of that shit is big business, big money. You understand what I'm saying?
2011.
The man said, okay, yeah. So the man is saying like this, in 2009 he said then. It was 2011. He died 2009. He said, I predict in the future there's gonna be mass virus, this and that. And he's like, vaccination is big business. The money is big business. That's why you're gonna see all these viruses and just like that. If that's the case, viruses or vaccinations should be free. And then you would see all of a sudden, all of these viruses would stop disappearing because vaccinations are free.
Yeah, I can't make no money off of that shit.
Right? Now they're saying, they were calling the man crazy, bro. They fucking killed him. Because remember, he wanted gold. He wanted to fund everything back with gold and minerals in their country. Yeah. Guess what? United States don't got none of that shit. So what happened? They killed that man. You understand what I'm saying? Because the man was going to destabilize the united currency easily by backing everything with gold. The U.S. don't have that gold. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they fucking blew up fucking World Trade Center the first time and the second time. Is to hide the fact that they have no gold in their reserve.
Hold on. We're going way off track. Let's bring it back.
I'm just saying the vaccines, that's all part of it.
So what about this lockdown thing? Because the last time,
that's the Fourth Reich,
the last time that they said that the lockdown was over, then we went right back into it. So do you think now that and it's supposed to be next week, that we're going to be going back into it again, or it's going to be permanent?
First things first, Doug Ford and them, man, they're complexes. They're pussies. They don't know how to fucking just be, because they're scared, because they know. If they came out last 2 weeks ago or whatever and told them at the beginning, school's not going back in Toronto till the 16th. Don't be surprised if school goes back in and days before March break, they kick everybody else out and close that shit down again.
They're actually talking about not even having a March break.
Yeah.
Which is another sticky situation within itself.
Yeah, Guttzy, because you know, with kids around and stuff, right?
Well,
you got kids, like, what about that?
Them.
They don't even want to go back. Like, I have them watching news now, right? So at 6 every day we take in the news, and at this point in time, it's like they're worried because they're hearing these guys say, well, you know, we don't know about safety measures and da. So they don't want to go back, and nothing's safe, nothing. Even going back to the March break thing, really quick, like. The teachers, I think they need the time off or something like that. I can't remember, but they were saying like completely shutting down the March break and like going through it.
Yeah.
Actually, and the teachers are just like, fam, it doesn't make sense. We still don't know what's going on. The safety measures again is the most important thing for the kids.
Yeah.
This is
these guys are. I'm sorry to say, man, but these people, they want to act like safety and precaution and all this shit. All of those chemicals you're using to clean down the school is having a. You don't know the long-term effects it's gonna have on these kids. Under reproductive system, thank you, and all of that shit. Like, you don't know if you're gonna sterilize these kids. I'm telling you, the plan is and always has been is population control and kill black people. That's the agenda.
Sorry to cut you too, because here's the problem too. You need kids to interact with other kids.
Of course,
you need that social interaction, which a lot of kids are missing. So now when they're actually back to be like, it's just gonna be a fuck you thing. Fuck you, and teacher's gonna be like, "Yo, how do I control these kids?" Fam?
It's gonna be weird. It's even like down the line when you see these kids get older and stuff like that. This time here, 2020 and 2021 is gonna shape them and affect them in the future.
Yep.
Because they're gonna be like pandemic children. You know what I mean? I went to school during the pandemic. You know what I mean? I was born during the pandemic. So if you're like, for example, and I don't know if we're getting way too mature for our audience, but I don't give a fuck. Think about if you're a baby born in the pandemic.
Madness.
Right?
Yeah, I have my
Hold on, let me finish. So you're not getting the same type of interaction that helps your brain grow at the same rate as a regular kid used to when they're going outside, being walked with their parents, being able to see all different types of people. So now when you get to come outside whenever you do, you're getting to see people for the first time in shorter spaces than the average, than we did.
I don't think that, just off the bat, like I'm assuming that's not more the issue because they still have time to process, right? Whereas the kids they were in school, then you take them out, and now what the hell? Like, my kid asked me, like, how come I can't go certain places? How come I can't go to my aunties? How come you can't, like, the cold, like, so it's hard for them to process it.
Process that shit, yeah.
With the youngins, it's just like, fuck, well.
They might not even remember it.
Yeah. It's not going to be as, you can still take out your kid to go walk and, like, you go walk your dog and shit, right?
Yo, Guttz, if I would, sorry to cut you, but to tell you one thing, my friend, I wouldn't watch the news with my kids because all they do is fearmonger on the fucking news. That's all they do.
No, that's true.
Promote fearmonger. But yo, listen, there's what? 107 million global cases right now. And there's like 2.3 million. I know that's a lot, but if it was as deadly as the way that they're saying it is, you would see like, oh, maybe like 50 million or 10 million. That's when I say there's a real problem. Like people are dropping out like flies.
Yeah.
But yo, they're not counting how many people died of famine today. They're not counting how many people died of cancer today. And if they do, they're going to say, oh, well, it's underlying because it was COVID.
Add to, they're not even talking about the recoveries, right?
Right? No recovery.
No, but they're talking, like, they're saying it, but they're not bigging it up.
Exactly. So it's like the only way you're going to get healed from this and recover right now is if you get vaccinated.
Yep.
And guess what? 98% recovery rate with no goddamn vaccination.
Well,
People that are dying are the old people. Why are they dying? Because made for profit. These people are fucking put into old age homes. And they're fucking, now, like I said, they call them the military. The military was like, oh, no, hell no. This can't be what I'm going to war for, fight for my country. And God forbid I got to come back and stay in one of these retirement homes like this. And this is how you're treating people? Sleeping in their feces, not changing their beddings and all of this bullshit? Nah. Fuck this. Put them on blast, yo. And I'm sorry. People might say I'm racist or whatever. But yo, 90% of the people that put their fucking family into old age home is white people, yo. I'm sorry to say.
I'm
real,
gonna push that. I'm gonna push back on that.
I said 90%.
It is true.
I said 90%.
No, it's true. It's a fact because my mom was in an old folks home, but it's not.
Your situation is different. I'm talking about people that can afford to take care of their family members and have a big fucking house
true.
and a
That's
mansion.
very true.
And they can take
that
care.
shit was expensive
they
as hell.
Exactly.
take care of their fucking family, but no, guess what? It's cheaper just to pay for someone else to do it. And now you're crying about, oh, I can't see my loved ones if they get sick. And now it's a problem.
Yeah.
But now it's a problem. But before it wasn't a problem when you can just pawn off your grandparents or your parents on someone to you pay them for them to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you have the means. I'm not saying if you don't have the means. If you don't have the means and whatever, that's a situation.
Well, it also depends. It's a situational thing, right? Because
exactly.
Some types of illnesses that
Need
elderly people have,
care.
they need round the clock care. Like, so if there's dementia patients, they shouldn't be living in the house.
No, obviously. There's
Then you're
things.
being irresponsible.
There's certain things, obviously, but majority of the things like just old age, just old.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's and stuff.
You know, like in their 90s, they're old and they're just not as you know, like they're not dementia or anything like that. They're just old.
Or like crippled completely.
They're just old, and that's it.
Yeah.
Really quick, sorry. Just to go off what Herc was saying with the kids, I gotta inform my kids now, fam. Like the world is so. I hear what you're saying. Like,
no, you have to inform them, but you have to choose.
You have to choose.
Okay, you know what?
Wisely
Then I will tell
what.
you not to watch CP24 news, not to watch that. Watch the global.
We watch.
Yeah.
I'll do
You know
all
what I
of them,
mean?
like the
But-
CBC National.
Yeah,
like
you
that's my
understand
channel
what I'm saying?
right now.
But
like,
not like because you know CP24 is garbage. I don't give a fuck. It's the sun. You understand what I'm saying? The best thing that happened to CP24 was Brandon leaving. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out Gomez. But and last off this whole thing, I just find it funny how we haven't heard any of these doctors saying, "Yo, build your immune system."
Yeah, just be healthy.
Be healthy, fam. Like
No,
that's just the main thing. Wash your ass, be clean, and be healthy, fam.
They're getting paid to push vaccination.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know that, but that's the thing. But that's what it is. They're getting paid.
How not once we hear build your immune system.
Yeah,
that might help too. You know what I'm saying? Teach your kids to eat healthy from young. But you know,
they don't want what's it called? The ladies that help people with birthing, midwives. Say anything about breast milk and breastfeeding as natural and blah blah blah. They're saying no, it goes against transgender. What? It goes against trans who?
All right, let's not get too sidetracked.
Trust me.
Let's get to some music though.
Let's
on a more
definitely get
upbeat
some music.
We got into a super deep discussion.
It's not even about a super deep discussion. It's just people aren't critical thinking, man. People aren't using their fucking brains.
Facts.
They're just being sheeple, man. They're just following whatever CP24 tells them.
But yeah, man.